and I realized something about myself. I am very, very emotional, so it was quite hard for me, and it got me quite frustrated because I didn't know what else to do, or like what next to do. So I just finished sorting out some clothes and also making my bed. Earlier on I did some cleaning, and so I'm about to do some bit of decluttering because I have a lot of random stuff and I need to get rid of some to create more space because I have quite a lot of things. So I think I'll try to finish today so that tomorrow we can go over some of our new year goals, or and reflect on the past year, even though it's quite quite far and in the middle of January. I think we have just 1 week to the end of January, so I'll just try and give you a little recap of the year and also the goals for this year. Otherwise, that's all I'll be doing for today, and see you guys tomorrow. Hey darling, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hilda Anyango. As always, I have no idea where to start this video because I feel like there's so much to talk about. At the same time, I have so much to update you guys on, so I think I'll just start from wherever and then we'll see where this video ends. So basically, this is my new year reset. I know I'm very late. It's actually January 23rd. That's how late I am, but better late than never. And also I feel like it would have been quite weird for me to just pop up back again like, wow, new video. Anyway, I think I've done that before, but I'd like to start. Am I literally starting afresh? Let's just say it's a new start, another start. We are starting again for the 100th time. Anyway, so basically I'll start by giving a summary of last year, and then we'll talk a little bit about this year, and then we'll finish up by talking about my goals for the new year, that is 2026. I had to stop for a while because the noise was too much. So basically, last year was a great year, if I can say that. It wasn't without challenges, but it was generally a great year. I had a chance to do a program, an internship program. It's basically volunteerism and community service. And I think that is the highlight of my year because it gave me a lot of opportunities. I got a lot of adventure. I think I talked about it in one of the videos I did last year. One of the two videos I did last year, because last year I only recorded like 2 videos, so it might seem like nothing was happening. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. And yeah, so it may seem like nothing was happening last year, but there was a lot of adventure, a lot of learning, a lot of new experiences. I got to meet very many people, important people, you say, like important people in the country and also around the world. So it was amazing, it was nice. Though I also had a lot of struggles that up to towards the end of last year, I even had to stop my internship program. Not really stop, but I gave myself a break because I was what? I was stretching myself too thin. So yeah, I took a break, and so this year I was to start my internship program again from January. I think I'll just mention some of the highlights of last year. So one thing that happened I've talked about is the internship program, which was great. I also had a chance to do a program on adventure in the leadership. It's like a learning a program. It was in Nyanyuki. It was very exciting. I went for camp in Mombasa. That was great and amazing. I also, what else did I do? Yeah, I met new people. I went to Parliament on invite. I had never been to Parliament, so it's both the Senate and the National Assembly, and on both occasions it was on an invite. I also got to talk about the programs that I'm currently part of, which was great. There's a little bit of noise. If you can hear it, I'm sorry. So what else happened last year? Oh, I attended my cousin's wedding. I attended concerts. I guess I attended 2 concerts. I did a lot of volunteerism and community service. We won't even review the goals that I had last year because I know I barely did any of them. So let's talk about this year before we wrap it up with my goals for this year. So this year started quite well. I was still at home with my family, which was fun and nice and a great time. But then I had to come back because I was supposed to start my internship this year in January. Unfortunately, the institutions I was supposed to do my internship, I don't know what happened, but I had 2 institutions that I was supposed to start in January. Both of them, for some reason, they were not able to have me for that program, and it was very devastating because for this program that I'm currently doing for volunteerism and community service, it has a timeline. So I was hoping to be done by latest February, but then because I wasn't able to get attached in those sort institutions, I didn't know what to do, and I realized something about myself. I am very emotional, so it was quite hard for me, and it got me quite frustrated because I didn't know what else to do or like what next to do. I also got sick. That's why I told you earlier on. And if my eyes look like they're watery, yeah, I've been sick for about a week now, so January has been a long year, but I'm feeling much better. And today I also got to apply to a different institution, not the one I had earlier applied to. I applied to a different institution. Things are changing for the better, because I'm feeling much better, though not fully recovered. I'm feeling so much better, and also I have my internship to look forward to, so I'm hoping for the best throughout this year. So now let's get into my goals and intentions for the year, because I understand that goals are basically something you can measure. Like you can say, I want to do this by this time, maybe achieve this much, and that is something you can measure. And but then there's certain things I'd like to achieve or accomplish that are not that much measurable. Maybe in smaller quantities you are able to measure them, but I'm just putting them out there as intentions, and then the goals are the ones I can like attach a number to. I don't want to say number, but like I can attach quantity, time, and yeah, you get the point. I know you get the point. Yeah, so so here are my goals for 2026. I didn't get the year wrong. I didn't get the year wrong. I swear most of the time when the year starts, I always confuse the year and write the previous year. But here are my goals for this year. And this time I decided I'm not going to bite more than I can chew, because last year I had very beautiful goals but they were too many. And things happen along the way, a lot happens, and yeah, a lot happens, so you never know. So right, I'd rather set just goals that I can, a few goals that I can give my intention, time, priority to, than have so much and not prioritize any. Then at the end of the year I'm like, I did nothing. So I'd much rather just have like a few goals that I can focus on, and then at the end of the year hopefully I shall have accomplished all, if not most of them. So yeah, I've grouped my goals into 3 categories. So there are personal goals, there are health goals, and then work stroke career goals. So the first one is personal goals. Number one, I'd want to prioritize myself this year, because last year I had a lot of mental health struggles, and at the same time I feel like I didn't give myself, okay, I did give myself some grace, but this year I want to be very generous with giving myself grace, because I don't want to stretch myself too thin again this year. So that is something we're changing. I'm giving myself sufficient grace. Another goal in my personal goals category is I'd want to learn something new. I'm hoping to learn a lot of new things, but I'm having it as a goal as learning something new. So it might be just one thing that I learned this year, or it might be many, but my focus is going to be to learn at least one new thing. Yeah, so I guess that one you can measure. If I learn one new thing, I can take that off. Now to my health goals. As I said, I've had, so unfortunately I wrote work goals and health goals, and health goals and work goals. I don't know what I was doing. It was in the middle of the night when I wrote them, so somewhere around 2 a.m. 1 a.m. No, I don't think it was 2 a.m. Maybe like 11 p.m. I don't think it was in the middle of the night. So I don't know. We'll start with our work goals. Yes, so for the work goals, I'd like to get a job. I've been unemployed for now about 1 year plus. I've been unemployed. So I want to get a job this year because one, I need the finances, and also I need to use my brain, because I think that's why I indulge myself in other things, because I'm someone whose brain is always active, and when I have nothing to put my brain to, I get very bored. So I'd like to get a job, and in the meantime I'll be doing things like creating content, which is something I love, and it's also part of what I learned in school, so that's fun. And that brings me to my second goal under the work category, which is to become intentional with content creation. So last year I also had this as a goal. Unfortunately, I only made 2 YouTube videos. I only made 2 YouTube videos, but I did create and edit a lot of TikTok videos. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, my username is HILDAH_ANYANGO on TikTok. So there you can find a lot of videos, because I just record and edit. I love editing videos, so you'll find quite a number. So for this year, I'd like to create more content, not just on TikTok but also on YouTube, and hopefully create more content across various platforms. In time, I think I'll be updating you guys on that. Yeah, so for my health goals, as I mentioned earlier, I've had a number of struggles with my health, and not just physical but also mental. So that is something I'd like to give my focus on this year, because it affects my life. Not so much, but I find myself sometimes I'm not able to do the things I want to do, because either I'm unwell or I'm having a difficult mental moment. So yeah, I'd like to focus on my physical health and my mental health. So my goals are, again, for this category are just to, 1, get better mental health, and 2, get better physical health. So they're just 2, and I feel like these are intentions because I cannot measure that this is okay, I cannot measure like by this time I want to have, you get the point, right? So for, I think these are intentions, and the rest I think are goals. So that wraps up our goals for 2026. I look forward to achieving most, if not all, of these goals I've set. So yesterday, I actually started this video yesterday by doing some cleaning and decluttering, but I didn't finish decluttering, so I think we'll continue much of that in my next video, which is going to be a quarter 1 reset. I know it sounds weird that I'm also doing a quarter 1 reset towards the end of January, but at least that one is much more better because we still have February and March. So the next video I'll be doing is a quarter 1 reset, and I'll have that posted soon. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you have a great time, and thank you for joining me in this journey. If you like this video, make sure you like and comment down below what are some of your goals for this year, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, thank you very much. Have a great time, and I wish you all a prosperous new year. Bye.